I think one of the biggest things is just not being alone in all of this is huge, and helps me a lot. And then of my care needs, right? Like that is something that I think Sky, you could help speak on a bit more, um,
Mm-hmm.
as to like just what we go through in a day.
Yeah. Daily, normally the first day starts at 6 a.m., sometimes earlier depending on how Luna's feeling on oxygen levels and being woken up. So it can be anywhere from 4 a.m. to 6 a.m. when the day starts. Morning meds, the morning nebulizer, medications, the
And I try to have like a morning meal, yeah, and then my morning meds, and then to get back to bed for a little bit more rest.
and then that's whenever I would get her set up with resting down on whatever layer of pillows that she needs, along with making sure that she is connected to her BiPAP, so her oxygen levels do not teeter anywhere below 90, and then I get to have a little bit of rest or follow up and keep things going through the day. Then usually around 10 or 11, we start the next phase with a nut with another meal and or more medication depending on her needs at the time, and
Uh,
then
yeah, and then just lots of self care, and then my day can kind of start around there if I'm doing a little bit better. Maybe I can, with some help, walk to the living room, and we can hang out in there, and watch TV or color, just be cozy. Um, Whatever we end up doing in there. Or sometimes there have been a couple times where I've felt good enough to go out in a wheelchair and be pushed around the neighborhood. Those are really fun.
mhm,
Um,
Mm,
and
yeah.
then just
regular doctor appointments.
there have been a couple times that I've been able to make it out to doctor appointments, but those were really big pushes, and I don't know if
Mm,
that's the most sustainable thing.
mm-mm.
I hope I'll be good enough to keep doing that.
And you have nurses who come and visit you, and
Yeah, nurses come twice a week to help maintain stuff like my port, and we switched me and my pain pump to my tummy now, which
mm,
is new and scary, but that's okay. Um,
mm,
and
the stuffies are so curious. Mm,
um, usually, hopefully, in like the afternoon and evening, we finally get a bit of time where I'm up and functional and able to just kind of exist and
mm,
not be bouncing between tons of self care and other things. I don't know that I would describe this as a lot of energy. I'm definitely putting a lot of energy into this, but after this, I'm going straight back to bed. And this is a big push to make sure I can. But yeah, no, I normally don't have a lot of um, energy all the time.
And your friends help out a lot with that, and your family, and your brother, and
Yeah, like I can't really walk anymore. I can't really move my body much anymore, and my mom's here, living here the whole time, to just take care of the basic logistical backbone of things. And then I always need at least one helper, caretaker person, just someone close for everything that my body can't do, to be the extra pair of hands and arms, and to hold me when I'm scared, and just to make sure that I'm safe and okay. Um, because there's so many things that I just can't do anymore, and I really wish I could. Um,
it's okay.
but yeah, so
Thank you. That was
um,
really good.
and then is it still going?
Yes.
And then just up until the nighttime, the nights are often really challenging because they can get scary and my body's so tired. Um, and sometimes it's really hard to breathe at the end of the day because it takes a lot out of me just to exist. And I don't know why I get so sad. I wish I wasn't so sad. I wish I was just happy and left more happiness for the people I care about. But I'm really, really grateful that there's so many people that that are here for me when I am struggling. And help make space for all of me. Yeah, so that, and then, just going to bed, trying to get me to bed before, 10:30 or 11 or midnight so I can get good rest. And then the days continue.
Thank you so much.
There'll be more.
Thank you so much for that.
You're welcome.
So beautiful.
And then
Do you?
if I'm being honest with myself, kind of scary right now. Just because I feel like I'm in a, and it is a godsend and a blessing that I have so much love and warmth around me, and it's all that I've ever wanted and could ask for. And also, I'm just, especially with being sick over this last week, realizing the nature of the rock and hard place that I'm between. And that, eventually my left lung is going to start filling up with tumors. And eventually I'm just not going to be able to breathe. And I've started to kind of get a taste of what that might be like with being sick. And it's just so scary. And it reminds me that if I want a way out of this alive, I talked to my doctor this week, and I don't want to die in an ICU. I don't want to die in a hospital. I want to, if I do die soon, die at home or with friends, around me. And so that's a part of it, and things are just scary, and the only way out of this is really up and out. So I need to keep getting a little stronger, and